Good evening again! Second video. So we're going to jump into main campaign tonight. Just for, it's only going to be maybe sort of like an hour and a half this time. Previous video, which hopefully will be up, we'll try and upload them both on the same day. So they can just appear and be there. They'll be in their separate little things. One will be about an hour long. The other will be about an hour and a half.
I might do one Tuesday, one Thursday/Friday, just because
One's about failure, one's about fun.
One's about because obviously with us not being here next week to space it, so we've got content.
That's a good idea, actually. So you'll see it when you see it, YouTube. Deal with it. So we'll go ahead and jump into tonight. Sarkin, recap for me, please.
Okay, let's move the notes back. What part did we left off? We bamfed to the city and entered a pub. Let me find where we are in the notes. Called the Naval Arms. We went and spoke to a nice Goliath barkeep called Arlaf. And asked about anything going on in the city. Didn't really have much information, but he pointed us to the musician in the corner who Jack went and spoke to and asked to put feelers out in the city. We did learn about a particularly spooky fellow who had taken up residence, who we went to see, and it turned out it was Sarth, dun, 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 who we had a quick convo with, who then joined us because he obviously knew the previous ship captain and had a way to contact her.
Yep.
We also ran into Council Hildrafto Urdath.
Yep.
Probably butchering that pronunciation. Who was also in the inn. Who was a bit of a dick. Kind of helped, provided some information, got a little bit of info out of him, but he was mainly just a dick.
He was.
But they seemed to have an idea of the whereabouts of him and basically told us to leave it alone because the guards will handle it. And we were like, fuck no. We then...
Respectfully.
Respectfully, fuck no. We then went to the governess, which was Yuki's ancestor tree descendants. Yeah,
Tree.
we'll go with descendants.
Like great niece or something.
Yeah. And we went and spoke to her. And it was a very touching reunion. Yuki actually got to hear about some of what happened to his family, and he's currently been given a journal about his sister. And he was told she had a good life, and he's currently reading said journal while we talk to the governess about vampire stuff. And that's pretty much where we got to.
Excellent. Good old recap. So the map is up if you guys are in it or aren't.
Refresh.
Campaign is up.
Play fireworks.
There we go.
Still?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay, I have the majesticism that is Riley.
Riley.
Riley. I can't wait to see him.
I know.
It's been so long. I miss him.
Maul him, Riley. Maul him.
Okay, so yeah, you've come into Zinlani's, or the Manzo estate. You were led in by Dorfir, who is Zinlani's brother. Zinlani was half-elf, kind of older looking for a half-elf. She's probably sort of like, in actual years, probably like late 90s. She's starting to grey in the hair. And her and Yuki had a touching little moment. They all hugged. Yuki is now off at the back reading the life journey of his sister, Sari. And Zinlani kind of composes herself. And she sits very, very elegantly in the chair, typical like 1920s woman, sort of like sideways on, hands in lap. She sort of looks up. Dorfir sits on a sofa, kind of towards the back of you guys a little bit more, sort of leaning on a hand, just occasionally looking over towards Yuki and back to you guys. The room itself, obviously the big painting is of Sari, her husband, and their kids. In it is added a young Yuki, who looks very much like Yuki. No one's asked anything yet, but you guys can all sort of gather from looking at him, thinking what he was like when he was younger. It's a crackling fire in front of you, and there's sort of like candles that light the room. It's not dim light, but it's like an atmosphere in here. It's almost as if someone's put out like a load of tea candles and stuff. And the fire's like crackling and the wood sort of spits. And there's a moment of silence where you can see that she composes herself. Right. So, there must be a reason other than, well, small bit of reuniting that you've come to my estate. Usually appointments with the governor are booked, but there seemed to be some form of urgency about this. Care to explain?
Yes, well, I'm sure, being the governess, you're well aware of imminent threat of Eliath.
Just cocks an eyebrow. I've heard of the dealings that happened over in Ansharas. Of course, we've lent aid as much as we can. I wasn't aware who it was entirely, but we've had our thoughts. I'm not aware of any threat to my city.
That is not what the councilman said earlier today. They
Again,
are
she furrows her eyebrows. And what councilman would that be?
Hildrath du Erdath? I'm probably butchering the pronunciation.
The defense minister.
Yes,
The
we
day
ran
that he
into him.
sets foot in my city, it will be a miracle.
He's currently sat in the Anchor pub drinking.
Naval arms?
She
Or
looks
maybe
kind
not.
of past you guys to her brother, at which some of you sort of like turn around and look at him, and he kind of sits up, and his brow furrows.
I would like to point out, I have pointed out multiple times, I do have detect magic permanently on.
That's fine. She kind of leans in. Well, that's news to me. Normally, when council members do come to my city, they at least pop in and say hello. It's not standard practice for them to be wandering around a city without announcing themselves. They normally go around with proper guards. Where did you say you saw him?
There was a tavern, the Naval Arms.
It's more of the
Oh,
the words escape me. It's more of the well, it's where everybody lives. It's the civilian part of the city. The council.
Jack would audibly. Oh no, Discourse died.
Of their own cities, but it's essentially an
Discourse
old
died.
pier.
Perry.
Right.
Discord died a
Oh.
long time ago.
How much of that did you hear?
None of it.
It's part of the city where
Just make sure you keep your eyes on the camera when you're talking.
Yeah,
so you can
trying
see
to,
everyone.
trying to, but no one that like you guys aren't always like moving, so like you kind of will stop, and then I'm like, everything
The
happens.
quality does drop as well.
Mine doesn't. You all just freeze for me. It's kind of odd that he would be slumming it in the regular parts of the city. They
Not
have their
that he was
own.
in league, or it wasn't truly him.
I would. Jack would audibly, when she'd said about him being that part of the sea, would have audibly just groaned.
Well, that is problematic.
Guys,
They have their own embassy within the city. That's normally where they would hang out and stay.
did we just tell Eliath we were onto him unintentionally?
Maybe.
Oh God, we fucked up.
Here from the back, we'll kill him anyway.
I really hope so.
Well, so, the whole thing with the capital, Eliath, we found out it's him. We have a very strong reason to suspect he is either en route or in your city and plans to do something very terrible to it.
That includes the Crown Prince.
Yes, I did hear that he had been taken.
Yeah.
And a deal with a very powerful hat.
Is it gone?
No.
No,
Nope.
cool.
Still here?
Paranoid now.
Everyone, freeze frame. I love that we all fucking did it.
Ryan snipped something.
Almost. I was just about to-
We've got to be careful of what we do because Ryan
I
is
know.
malicious snipping.
Well, this is troubling news. Dorfir, get in contact with the guard. Tell Captain Anderson I need to have a meeting with him immediately. He kind of straightens up. Yes, I would like to hear the end of this if that's okay. Very well.
Might be worth sending some troops to that tavern to see if this imposter is still there.
That would be a good idea, yes.
In
Unless
the
you're
mean-
heading back that way at some point.
We would, but probably not till it's too late.
I mean, I do rent a room, and a lot of my stuff is there.
Okay, it's gone.
Maybe.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
we
we're
all
back.
had we all had normal faces.
Fuck.
My stuff's there. Not sure if that came through, and then Perry started
Yeah, it
talking.
did.
so-
That did. Would you potentially head back now?
Yes, obviously, depending. We assumed you were informed of the situation, so we were hoping to get a location to head to now. If there needs to be more investigation, we will head back to the tavern after.
One thing this potentially faux defence minister did say was that the Silver and Guard were on Eliath's case. Then on his trail, and they were dealing with him. Do you have any Silver and Guard in the city at the moment?
I carry a small detachment. All governors do. They're more glorified personal bodyguards. I have a handful at the moment. In
Without-
terms of
Sorry, after you.
in terms of other Silveran guards entering the city, I didn't even know the governor was here. So, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have a clue.
Without being disrespectful, can you trust them?
The Silveran Guard, they're handpicked by the Queen herself. Yes, you can trust them.
Apparently, the Queen can't be trusted, so.
She sort
Any-
of looks at Sarth and just gives a bit of side eye. There's no smile, no death stare, nothing, just a bit of side eye.
Oh, don't worry. I tend to entrust her with something I shouldn't, but
I would say, though, any new Silver and Guard that do suddenly appear, do not trust them. If Eliath can take the shape of someone else, it seems, or influence someone as powerful as a defense
you
minister,
say influence, and like he could just be corrupt,
that's
not
influencing
without
someone.
our nature.
I mean, corrupting someone is still influencing them. It might
She
be
looks
worth-
around. The defense minister is an asshole, but he's not corrupt.
Well, at least we know
Well,
we'll
he
get honesty
copied
from him.
that part of his personality.
I was going to say, if that was Eliath, he got that down perfectly.
Did he tell you when he got into the city?
No.
No.
He could have just got here.
No, he appeared to have been there at the tavern long enough that the tavern owner knew who he was and was already
And-
on edge because he disappointed him a couple of times.
He also said that there was a current investigation into Elias' whereabouts, which you would have been informed about.
Very true. You must, man. You have your hand up. Why?
No, this is a me question.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been staying at the inn a couple times. Would I have walked past him at any point?
Oh. Oh.
Roll me a history check.
Oh, I'm good at these shits.
Are
That
you?
one.
You know what? Fucking wasting my inspiration.
That wasn't that one.
No, it was a 5.
Oh,
Full
okay.
modifier. But that does now make it a 20-something. That makes it a 25.
And
Yes.
what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
15. Okay.
That's pretty good passive perception.
You while everybody's talking, you kind of sink back into yourself a little bit, trying to think if you can place seeing this man, this dark elf, someone who stands out a little bit in a crowd,
That's why we're a moth.
walking past or bumping into him in the hallway. Nothing really springs to mind.
I can't say I remember him staying at the inn all too well. And I tend to notice those of my own kin.
I mean, there is the possibility it was just some charlatan off the street that wanted some free drinks, but
I
doubtful
also
with
would
the
like to
information he provided.
add, I can see magic almost at will.
Yes, but this is a
That is a
elder
handy
god
trick.
vampire creature that we don't know what he can do.
And if he uses magic to change his shape, I would see the magic.
Not if he's a homebrew creature invented by the DM who has something that hides his magic. Just hypotheticals, of course. Oh, no, it's froze.
Oh, oh.
We got the homebrew shit, but
Oh,
Damn
what
it!
did-
Oh dear.
Oh, no, he did me to
Oh
it.
god.
who got clipped?
Was it Josh?
All of us
Josh-
are fucking
Josh
dead.
thinking really, really hard.
Oh, you bastard, Ryan. Fuck you.
Either way, if it is the councilman, he's not come to see me. And if it isn't the councilman, then they need to be found and
Yes.
caught.
Either which way, we need to find him. He's either been a breach of etiquette, or he's lying.
Oh, the etiquette I don't give a damn about.
Yes, but
If you
it would be fun
don't
to rub it in
mind.
his face.
waiting 1 second, I'll see if we have any updates. I was right to Sahara. Have you seen anything yet?
There's a couple of seconds before a reply forms. Small room. It's dark.
You're an elf.
Oddly
you see in the
cold.
God,
dark.
do you not have dark vision?
I was like, you're an elf. You see in the fucking dark.
She'd still know it's dark.
Thank you for the little update. It seems the defense minister might or maybe corrupt or might not even be him. Out if you see him. Well, you can't. Never mind. Ignore that. Scratches that bit out.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da,
So
You get a
da, da, da.
you get a
Discord froze so much I slammed my hand down in anger. I hit myself in the fucking
Yes,
balls.
Ryan! Yes, Ryan!
you get a very small message back that just says, "To Erdath, we're all fucked."
Oh,
You're kind of getting the sense that this man is not liked. James is about to throw up his own penis.
I did hit myself a little too hard. I do feel so sick.
Right, well,
I do
Sart's
not
out
have
of action.
coordination. Oh,
Well, it's a good job we didn't just rely on him then. But
Politicians,
yes,
right? Unreliable as anything.
we
Present
are here to
company
inform
excluded.
you that there may be a very powerful vampire attacking your city.
Well, considering you come bearing such terrible news. Well, considering you come bearing such terrible news, a thank you doesn't quite seem like it fits. But thank you, nonetheless. James is like genuinely dead. Why have you got Barney?
Because my mum is sweet sometimes. I used to love
Aw.
Barney as a kid, and she saw it in a thrift shop. It was like cheap as a car. I was like, oh,
Bless her.
no, it's just a dinosaur.
Either way, I would highly recommend that you potentially go and either question or talk to said person.
Yes, we. will head
Dorfir,
back
you
there now.
need to get in contact with the guard. He kind of stands. Do you honestly think that there's a vampire in our city?
I just point at Sarkhan and go, yes, right there.
I smile.
Toothy grin. Are you gonna do like the toothy grin?
I'm a vampire grin where you show off your teeth. Damn fears don't count, I'm afraid.
Wow. Now you're race shaming him.
No, by no means am I. They're just not purebloods.
Wow. Now you're. Oh.
He is very correct on the matter.
Either
You
way,
misunderstand.
I
I mean, no disrespect by it. It's purely a statement.
I'm just gonna walk over, clap Dorfer on the shoulder, and go, "Don't worry, I'm just fucking with you. We get it."
I will go and inform.
Please shoot me.
Good day. And he looks over to Yuki.
Harry, please repeat.
Oh, he looked.
Oh, it's gone again. Oh.
Is it fucking frozen again?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
first
Yes.
again. Barney asks if you can please repeat.
Fair. Stop sending stuff because it's not helping.
But it is funny to hear.
It might even be causing more issues. So
Yeah.
I'm in the chat channel, which is
I'm going to
completely
talk to the captain. He wishes you all good day. Looks over to Yuki and goes, "Hopefully, we'll see you back here soon."
Oh, I can't believe
What does he?
Um,
What does he see when he's looking at Yuki?
He is.
Reading the book.
Not
Looks
Barney.
up. I'll be back, probably with a vampire's head in my hands.
Sarkhan, hide.
We have just had the conversation. Damn
He
it.
gives
Not
his
vampire.
sister a slight bow, and she sort of gives him a nod, and he walks out,
I still feel sick.
leaves.
In my defense, Sarkhan, I've been calling you a vampire this entire time, and you haven't corrected me.
Yes, it's pedantic, but
Why break the habit of a lifetime? By lifetime, I mean the last 2 weeks.
yes, the whole time we've been together.
Well, you might want to go and see if this person is still at this inn.
Yes, we were going to see if you had any information on the whereabouts, but clearly it is new news. So yes, we shall head back and see if we can get any other information. Is there a way to quickly get in contact?
Maybe talk to one of the guards. They might be able to get a message over to me fairly quickly. They're usually good at that. I will have a word with some of my connections.
That's
I have
traumatizing. I just looked down and saw Barney right there.
I have people in and around the city that can get information in less than legal ways.
Well,
But I will have a little look.
I mean, here's an idea. He has something going on with that book of his. Sarth?
writes down, sorry, Quetz, and then rubs out Quetz's name with the quill.
You didn't have Quetz's name.
Did
Yeah,
I?
he did.
No,
Yeah, he did.
Quetz didn't give him his name. Didn't put his
You-
name in it.
I
You
swear he
did.
did. Not the first time, but like afterwards,
Yeah.
he definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Because you learnt to trust him begrudgingly.
be very begrudgingly.
Quetz is
Because
somewhere
they're
in.
celestials.
Quetz is somewhere and just goes, "The fuck!" Just before you rub out his name, all you hear, all you see
Forgot
is
about
"The
it."
fuck."
You just get the, and then it just goes.
No, you get the fuck, and then just nothing.
I have a way to
Somewhere in there,
send
it's very
messages
confused Quetz, like.
across quite a distance. It's how I'm able to keep in contact with, well, was ex-party members and the captain of the ship, the Thara. You might recognize her due to her father. Everyone froze, okay, but Josh moved. That means Discord hasn't died. Would you be so willing to write your name? I'll rub it out once we've dealt with the issue, but
Also, why the fuck was
Of
Quetz the
course.
first one to go? I mean, I
She
get
takes
why,
it.
but
Quetz is
why?
his least favourite person, to be fair. Undead, hates undead.
She writes her name. She signs.
Celestial.
Just as a test,
She closes
Hello.
the book and hands it to you.
he writes hello.
Oh, it is what you're looking for.
She kind of goes, and then in her head, what you get back on the paper is,
The
"Oh,
fuck?
it's that kind of thing. Hi."
Yes, it is that kind of thing.
Well, that's a strange book. Interesting. I will get in contact with my sources. You better get going. Yuki, of
Useless.
course, you are welcome back at any time.
Just as they're getting to the end of that conversation, it's probably when he's getting towards the end bit of what you sent me. You just see a slight tear down the cheek, closes the book, gets up. Nah. Do you want the guy's head, or do you want him bringing here alive?
Well, I'm claiming his heart, so I
Head.
don't think they have much say.
Head.
Unfortunately, I think the Queen has dibs on any part of him at the moment, considering he's taken her son. And she looks over Jack, and she sees the lapel pin of Zadar. She walks to go over towards Yuki. She kind of holds a hand out to you as you walk towards her, and as you do walk towards her, she kind of like takes your hand. This is Yuki, by the way, not Jack.
Yeah.
She takes your hand. She sort of holds it with the other one, just kind of
Okay.
holds it down by her side. Very quickly, are you here on behalf of the Lord General?
Yes, we
Indeed.
are in his employ currently. He tasked us with killing Eliath and rescuing the Queen's son.
I just happen to be in the area.
She smiles, quite big. Well, if the Lord General is sending people after this, then my city is in good hands. The Lord General tends not to make mistakes when it comes to choosing his misfits.
Oh, you say that, but and then he just pointed at his own face.
Sarth also has a quick glance down at his bag of holding.
Put my hand on my chest. Your words really hurt me.
She kind of pats your hand, and she cups Jack's face slightly. She is taller than you, by the way.
I'm not exactly
Yeah.
short either. I'm
I
6
know.
foot.
Yeah, she's 6'3".
Damn it! Why was she short?
Sarth just slightly.
She kind of cups your face. She's like, "Oh,
Mommy?
sweet boy."
No, not saying that. Not saying that. Not saying that. Don't worry.
It's now canon. Screw it.
Fuck off.
Jack likes big women.
Hands on the faces. "Oh, sweet boy. When one is touched by a god, one needs
Phone
to
the
have a little
police.
bit more confidence in themselves. Now go." And she kind of like almost shoos you all out the door.
Walk with arrogance, Jack. Much like myself.
What if it's 2 gods?
Walk with more arrogance.
Or 9.
The confusion / panic.
Fuck. Okay, 2 knowing.
Too willing?
So she ushers you all out.
Well, that could have gone a lot worse.
We leave.
Leads through that door.
God damn it.
As you guys kind of walk out, you can see Dorfir on top of the wall talking to a guard. And you all don't kind of realize how you didn't notice it when you came in. Granted, it's quite bright out here, so all the kind of armor colors just sort of blend into one. But as you look and you look at the guards that are on the wall, they are all in silver armor.
Good job we didn't piss off those guards.
I don't know. I reckon I could use you as bait before they murdered us.
Yeah, true, but then I'd just make myself look like you so they'd go for you.
But they'd
That
still be
does
chasing
not
you.
work.
Use his disguised self to look like Jack.
Use his disguised self to look like Sarth.
Looks his disguised self at will to use to look like Sarkin.
Fuck!
And then Yuki.
Okay, let's
And then the guard.
go back to the tavern.
As you all walk past, Dorfir kind of is talking with the guard, and there's a lot of hand gestures. The guard kind of stands up straight for like almost like a thing. runs over towards behind, like down the wall slightly, and Dorfe sort of looks at you all. Just watches you all leave. Doesn't wave, doesn't smile, just watches you all leave. And you all head through the gates, which are open, and back towards the city.
Yes.
Not that much of a long walk. You get to the city walls fairly quickly.
Map
Yeah, we're
change.
changing. And I need to add Sarkin.
Sarth.
Sarth, that's who I meant. I know who I meant. Shut up.
Don't worry. Sarth exists.
No, he doesn't.
You come in through the city, you walk up, and you head to the inn, which is that little top triangle of that inner state, the red one.
Who stole all of
This
us?
Who stole me?
Help
Yeah,
me!
man.
Catch
Yeah.
Jeff Franco!
Ah, got me.
Stop it! Stop it!
And
That's
you
really disconcerting.
Is he still there?
Damn it, he was!
you come to the Naval Arms.
He disappeared.
You fucking who moved everything?
Don't know.
Not me.
James, I will kill you.
It wasn't me.
Ryan.
Okay.
It wasn't me. I think only the DM has the power to do that.
No, anyone can. That means it was Ryan.
Oh, do we? I won't move everyone.
So you all kind of
Anyone does.
how do you go in? Are you sort of like kind of a bit like
I opened the door and immediately looked to the place he was sitting.
you immediately look to the place he was sitting and the book is still there, the big book that he was reading from, but he is not.
I go to the barkeep.
I walk over to where he was and like punch the seat, like make sure he's not invisible.
Is Siegfried
There is nothing
still,
there.
Siegfried's
Okay.
still here, isn't he?
Siegfried is still there. You look around, all the same people. You've only probably been out of here for maybe coming up to 45 minutes, an hour at most. So everybody in here is still exactly the same.
Is there a lavatory, Perry?
In the room,
Ah. There's not like a normal like pub toilet then.
no.
Harlaff.
That would have been my searching place.
He's kind of got his back to everybody. Doesn't really see you guys coming in, and he's wiping down one of the barrels. Oh, all right, you guys are back. Okay, now something don't seem right.
May sound
up?
like an odd question, but was there someone sat at the far table in the corner over there?
There was. It was councilman. I think he left. Like, I mean, you probably just missed him, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, so at least it's not a manipulation of your mind to make him forget, but
A manipulator. What now?
interesting story. The lovely rulers of this little town didn't even know he was here. You know, the embassy they're supposed to stay in and announce.
I did think it was a bit odd that he kind of came into here, but it's not the first time we've had a councilman in here. Occasionally they pop in. They just like to have a little look around and see what the city's like. Granted, they are usually accompanied by guards because they are high members of the council. But
You know how we're tasked with something?
he kind of leans in. I do, and I have kept it to myself, and I have put my feelers out to people, so I should be hearing things back soon for you.
Well, two things. He also knew and was told us he had informed, well, the leadership of the town, but he lied. Second thing is, you don't happen to know of anywhere with, I assume you know many places, but if you can get your feelers out into small, dark rooms, that's where our captives are being held.
I mean, it's a big city. A lot of people probably have small, dark rooms in their houses. It'll take a bit longer, but I can have a look.
Try the quiet places.
Oh, Sarth. Ask her if she can smell anything. The scent of sea, if she's close to the harbour, would be very strong.
Can you smell anything, Sathara?
You get back a message. I think it's a storeroom. There's a lot of mildew smell, but there's a black layer of. It's either dust or something else over everything.
So, the smell of mildew and almost the black layer of dust or soot somewhere. Are there any storerooms? She said. Are there any blacksmiths that have gone out of business or something?
Well, there are no blacksmiths. Well, there are a few blacksmiths in the city, but most of them are working over in the industrial zone because they help make the stuff for the ships. I mean, the entire
Any-
the entire industrial zone has got. I'm surprised you haven't seen it being outside.
Any
Black
derelict
plumes.
factories or smiths that aren't used as much?
Not in Samarath. All the factories are used all the time, but they're built on top of each other, so it's factory upon factory, and then factories within factories. They've got rooms upon rooms in those things, but they're all in use. They're all used to build the ships. It's one of the things that the Silver Star actually has going for is its navy. Outclasses the Imperium by, you know, 1 Silver Star battleship's worth 4 Imperial Navy, apparently, if you believe the propaganda. I do. I've seen how they're built.
The
What good
problem
is a
is
navy when your defense counselor is sabotaging from within?
the
He is also Lord High Admiral, so that does
track,
it leaves a little bit of oh shit.
but also one Imperial mage is worth like 10 Silver Star soldiers, unfortunately.
And the
Yeah,
rest.
because we don't tend to have mages anymore.
Yeah, we've heard.
Prestidigitation.
Other than you. Other than you, Smarty Pants.
If I
Seems-
was there, I would go, but I'm not.
Stop it!
No.
The smug look on my face is like, fuck this shit.
I'll keep my feelers out though.
Mildew is probably going to be the important word to remember.
Mildew and soot. It does narrow down the search, which means it's not going to be in the Ukima Plaza or in the Manzo district because it's residential and bazaar area. Wouldn't be down by the pools either. So it does kind of limit it to the industrial district, but the industrial district then also does take up half the city.
Yeah, better than nothing. At least we've narrowed it down. It's a start.
It's something.
If we hear any more, we'll let you know.
I'll just write to Zathara. I'll keep you updated every hour so you at least know we're still alive and searching. Putting
You just
quotation
get back
marks
a-
on alive.
You just get back a great.
I know you missed me.
No reply.
Oh,
You're not the party member she missed most.
Can
I don't
I
think she misses any of us.
have a look at this book that was left on the table?
You certainly can.
Anything in it?
So the book itself, it is a big book. Think of the Pirate Codex from
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, like that kind of size. You like kind of turn it over to the front, and it's just the book itself is called Ships and the Way We Make Them. And you kind of open it back up, and inside it's got schematics, blueprints, tips, tricks. It's basically a builder's guide to ships.
Give it to Nalister.
In it, there's a whole bunch of like notes, other annotations, different types of handwriting. This is a book that's it doesn't look mass produced. It looks like this is potentially one of very few. Kind of like one of the first Bibles ever written. And
Not
it
where my
just
mind went with that.
it looks incredibly old. But there's nothing that really draws your mind to it. It does make sense that somebody of who he is would be looking through a book like this. Unsure as to why it's just left on the table.
Is there any mention of like a specific manufacturing like place or
As you look through, you've got all sorts of different designs that are patented by certain what you then gather to be companies. Some of the larger ships. There's Karlak Industries, which produce most of the. Why do you pull faces every time I give a name for something?
The name Karlak because it makes me think of Baldur's Gate.
He's gonna say it makes engines as well.
Well, you know I've not taken that from anything because I've never played Baldur's Gate.
I know, but it's like Karlak. It's ironic that's the name you went for, given her character as well.
Oh, is it an actual character?
Yeah,
Just
it's a
because you
companion that
haven't
has a
played
hell
it.
engine in her.
Doesn't mean you haven't
Oh.
seen the shorts.
I haven't.
Hence, do you understand why I was like,
Yeah.
at that?
Efted out.
No, I haven't.
I believe him, but it's fucking hilarious still.
I have wanted to get Baldur's Gate, but I haven't yet. So
It's
yeah,
good.
How up?
well, it would be good. Karlat Industries, just so we don't get sued.
Larry and
Karlat Industries are the ones that are in production of the mainline troop transports. They're the ones that you saw when you left Anfaran. They are huge. They are massive ships. Then you've got the main manufacturer of the larger war vessels. And that's just called We Do War.
I love it. Keep it simple.
They named themselves very, very simple. We Do War Incorporated.
I mean, it gets the point across.
It does, and they produce the mainline kind of freighters that you look through the book. They were initially freighters, which is why they're large. Then they were refit into be sort of like battleships, and then the newer model, which is one of the last pages in the book, is dubbed the Dreadnought.
Gotta have.
And there is a footnote underneath it: under production, not yet built.
Well, I will take this book and give it. Has anyone got a bag of holding?
Bag of
Lot
holding
of
that
bodies.
doesn't have bodies in it.
It has other stuff too, like all my normal shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna Hulk this thing over and ask Sarf. Have you got a way to store this?
Oh yes.
It's in the bag of holding.
A slight moo as he opens it. Not now.
Nice. Either way, the councilman well, after this conversation, probably about 2 minutes just left.
We didn't see him leave as we were approaching, did we?
What is everybody's passive perception?
12.
15.
15.
No, none of you would have seen him.
Which means there was a chance.
Jack, do you want to go and check with your musical friend, see if he's got any updates?
I mean, I can do. It hasn't been long, but is he playing at the moment, Perry?
He did say it would be very quick.
No, he's not playing at the moment. He is sat by the piano, just flicking through some of the sheet music, sipping on his pint.
Because he said it would be basically when the shifts change. Has that happened?
The
yet?
same people, so the shifts haven't changed. It was going to be about 2 hours. he said.
Yeah.
Well done, good memory.
I don't write things down, but I remember them. Because it would put us about 4 o'clock and shift changes about 5, 6 o'clock.
He couldn't remember quite to put his name in the book though, and the rest of it.
If you remember that, I'm proud.
That was literally nearly a year ago.
It was months ago.
Wasn't a year ago. You've been Quetz for quite a long time.
I've been Quetz
We
from
only-
the start, and I've
Yeah.
been Jack for like 5 months, 4 months now.
Yeah, and Quetz writing his book was when we were in the city, just about to kill the 8. So it would have been Perry's birthday at May.
So it would have been April time I did it, which is it's 6 months ago.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Close enough.
Not even half.
Semantics. That is half a year.
Yeah, semantic.
So yeah, he's just flipping through the sheet music, sipping his pint.
I'm not going to go bother him because it hasn't been 2 hours.
So, what is the plan now then?
Well, I open the bag and a bat flies out. Go do some scouting. See if you can find a mildew room.
Bat kind of flies towards the door. Door is closed.
Use
There are
all
also
of the
no open
windows.
windows in here.
Go
Yuki
up the
gets
chimney.
Yuki opens the window behind him.
Bat flies out, just whee! Are you looking through the bat's eyes?
That only works up to a certain range. It's just to fly around, find something mildew, then come back.
'Kay.
If it dies, I know. So it's like, right, now I gotta resummon the bitch.
Tarlaf kind of under the bar sort of looks around. I mean, the square's not that big, but if he's not going anywhere, you could always have a look around. Councilman's, it's quite easy to spot from a, even from a distance. You might
Well.
find him.
We've got nothing better to do. It's only been a couple of minutes. If we might as well have a look.
Might as well give it a try.
Who's not wearing armor?
Me.
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 I'm just gonna
None of
cast mage armor on all of them.
I already have mage armor cast on myself.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
I get
cast mage
mage
armor on all of
armor!
them anyway.
Oh, that's
I've already
amazing.
cast it at will.
What do I do? Just add like.
Your base AC becomes 13, so just add a misc of 3 for now, I guess.
Whatever,
Add a
magic bonus
misc
of 3.
of 3.
Nice, 16 AC. Oh, it's froze.
New
There we
warp
go.
can only cast it on themselves at will. So might as well use that while we're still legacy.
Mage Armor's a self-cast, isn't it?
Mage armor is you touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor. Until the spell ends, the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dex modifier.
Never mind.
Spell
I
ends
thought it was
early if the
self-only.
target dons armor. It's just the invocation. On the new one says you can cast it on yourself at will.
Okay,
So we do.
we leave, and I'm gonna have a quick look around, see if I can see anything. See a
Okay.
robe.
I don't have any spells that help with finding shit, do I?
Oh,
No.
I am going to cast Elevated Sight.
Not gonna lie, because he sounded so excited, I was gonna say I'm gonna cast Find Person, creature, wherever it is.
So my point of view is 120 feet above, and I can see 360 degrees. See if I can see him.
Guidance.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Plus a
Yes.
D4.
And anybody
That's
else is looking out as well, roll a perception check.
19.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Yeah, I just rolled for passive.
Dirty 20.
Hey, Perry.
Did you add the D4, Ryan?
Yep.
So, sorry, what were they?
19.
Dirty 20.
15.
Nat 20 for a 22.
Okay.
None of us see him because he's not actually here.
So you all look around. Unfortunately, everybody else apart from wait, Jack, what was yours?
Jax was 19.
Mine or Jack?
Sorry, Sarkin.
19.
You also don't see him.
Oh.
The other two,
Oh, it was a 20. Wow.
down the end of one of the streets, you see a white-haired figure in a very, very ornate robe, whom you recognize the back of, walking away.
That way.
How
Black grim.
My bat's well out of range at this point. Yeah, he's gone.
North, east. Ah, we zoom. Yes, southeast. Run.
Do you know what I fucking named my familiar?
Go on.
Familiar?
Yeah.
No, I named my familiar familiar.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Nice.
Are you running after him to catch up, or are you following?
Oh,
That's a great question.
that is a
I
good
Maybe
question.
you need to breathe.
I'm just
Yes.
following these two because I don't see him.
Love that. Any of you need to breathe?
Wait, I can help
Yes.
with the breathing thing.
Oh, that's such
No.
a shame. Has he got water breathing?
Oh no, it's catatonic state. Doesn't actually. No, okay.
We can cut Spain death.
Yes.
You still need to breathe.
Yes, that's what I was
Oh
checking.
shit.
You trying to catch up, or are you following?
Following.
Yuki's gonna follow.
I'm going to. Is there groups of people around or anything?
Oh yeah, this is packed.
Can I do like an Assassin's Creed moment and hire some people to follow me all around and just blend in with the crowd?
Do you look human at the moment?
I've got my hood up. You can't tell.
Are you gonna ask people?
Are there people to ask?
There's plenty of groups of people. There's a couple of groups of women that are sort of walking past.
Oh,
A
yeah.
few groups of like
Can you just follow
guys.
this guy for me?
The group of guys. I've kind of. How many people is it?
A group of guys. There's one that's kind of walking past you. That's kind of close. They are covered in like soot. They've got stuff all over their faces. Their hands are all grubby. They're in kind of normal commoner clothes, but it's got like some leather padding and things all over it, almost for like protection.
How many?
There are 6.
I would walk up to them, 6 gold coins in between my fingers. But just be like, can you guys do me a favour for a gold coin each?
They're all sort of like talking with each other, having a little laugh. The smallest one, a halfling, kind of in between all of them, just sort of looks up and goes, "Make it 2 gold coins each, and you might have a deal."
At that point, I'd pocket the gold and go, "Sorry, no deal," and start to walk away.
Fair. They carry on with their conversation and carry
Fair
on
enough.
walking.
Fair enough.
I will see you guys shortly. And I basically disappear. I cast Hide in One's Shadow.
What does
So
that do?
what that does is the target and everything it carries blends into and becomes part of the target's shadow, which remains discernible, although its body seems to disappear. So basically, my body's gone, I am a shadow. The shadow is incorporeal and has no weight and is immune to all but psychic and radiant damage. The target remains aware of its surroundings and can move, but only as a shadow can move, so I can only move across surfaces.
If
The
you're
creature can
discernible,
step-
you'll still be able to be seen.
I am a shadow.
You can be seen, though. That's
I
what you
am a
said.
People can
shadow.
see the shadow.
Yeah, a moving shadow, but there's a large crowd of people.
So who did you cast it on?
So he just becomes a random shadow with nothing attached,
I am
and then you move as a shadow.
Yeah, so basically, I am super invisible because I don't exist other than being a shadow.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I'm just going to go through the crowd until I'm in his shadow, basically.
He
3
could
hours.
potentially see you still.
Yeah, if I don't get in his shadow before, so.
Even
And
then,
I'm
you're
on
discernible, so
floor.
it's still visible.
Yeah.
My shadow is. My
what level
physical
spell
shadow
is that?
on the floor. It has to be cast at 4th because I'm a warlock.
Has to be cast at 4th. Okay.
Back to
So
my-
Yuki, right? Let's plan this out. Yuki, how far behind are you following him?
Probably 15 meters.
Because you've
45
still
foot.
got your
45
Thank
foot.
you. The whole of D&D is in feet, and he says meters.
Well, if you want to get
you've
technical,
still got your high sight thing, haven't you, Yuki? Or is that just
That-
a one-off?
about 50
That
foot.
only lasts for a minute.
Okay, so you're following behind at about 50 feet. Okay, that's fine. Jack, you finish talking to those guys. Do you then stay with Yuki, or do you?
I am going to cast disguise self and make myself look like a industrial or dock worker.
Okay.
And then
So
I'm
you
just
just
gonna,
kind of go a bit like sooty and gross.
and I'm gonna be about 30 foot behind him. I'm gonna move closer than Yuki.
I need a
I'm
stealth
s-
check from you with advantage
I'm
because
staying
you're in a
around
big crowd of
Yuki.
people.
Oh good god. Oh good god. Jack, fuck your dice for one. They rolled a nat 1.
What did mine roll?
Not good either. They rolled an 8, so that's 11.
11.
Bear with. Was that
You have an
this?
inspiration.
I do. I'm gonna use that to re-roll one of the dice. Is it one or both?
1.
Oh, that's much better. 17.
Okay, that changes it. James?
The spell says it doesn't say that I can't attack or use anything, but otherwise it's broken. So can we just say like, for balance, can't attack in it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
That's fine. Got to limit you somehow.
Yeah, reading the spell, it's like, oh, I can still do things normally, and I'm just immune to all damage, which isn't psychic or radiant. That's too broken. If you're just I'm gonna sit in the shadow and go pew 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 pew, bitch.
I'm just staying by Yuki.
Okay. So Yuki and Sarkin are covering from like the back a little bit. Jack is a little bit closer, kind of off with like weaving in between separate people. And Sarth, I'm assuming you're trying to get as close to him as possible.
I'm literally done. As long as he doesn't turn around to look, I will keep trying to go until I'm hiding.
Unless he can detect magic.
How far is your detect magic range?
My detect magic range. Where is detect magic? Detect magic. Oh, that's not a concentration spell, so I can keep the spell. Not a spell. Where is detect magic on? There it is. Detect magic is 30 feet.
30 feet. You get up to where Jack is, basically behind him. And your detect magic goes haywire. You can see around him there is a bubble that is 15 feet out of dispel magic.
Thank God I said 30 feet.
I tell Jack. Yes.
I wouldn't
Shadow
respond. I just nod and keep weaving so as not to arouse suspicion. Any chance I could parry, if groups of people were walking that direction, I kind of link up behind them to make.
Yeah, you can kind of merge in amongst people, do the whole Assassin's Creed thing of just like, and then you're like everybody's form around you and yours goes grey and shimmery, and then you leave. Good old Assassin's Creed. You stand in the middle of the 4 monks, and it's just like grey.
Just like I am
It's like,
invisible.
la, la. You
Where's
got
the
a guard that
assassin?
runs like
Where's
past
the
you. And you're
assassin?
like,
It can't be that guy in the middle of the monk that looks nothing like him. Carry on.
exactly, just because he's wearing white, you racist fucks. They were Templars.
You're not wrong.
So he carries on walking. You will kind of stay fairly behind him. And he walks over a bridge that on either side would be water. But now it's just kind of a dried up, like cobblestone kind of canal bit that would have had stuff in it. It is at the moment empty. He carries on walking and he gets to the end or the edge of this other bridge, and on that bridge you can see a big kind of like billboard that just says welcome to Yukima Plaza. Beyond it you can see houses that are all kind of decked out. They all look a lot more bright and colorful, but also in amongst all of it in the streets you can see this, imagine it as basically a giant grand bazaar. There are tents, there are canopies of cloth, everything. And as you're getting closer and closer, you can start smelling all sorts of different, like street meats, spices, floral scents, incenses, everything. It's just this concoction of like, whoa, that's a lot of smells. But it doesn't. It's not overpowering, but it is like really kind of like, oh, that's interesting. There's music coming from there, which immediately perks Jack up.
Could do
And you watch him and he turns into, I will ping it on the map if you guys zoom in slightly just above him. Not that.
Gonna guess like this courtyard here.
No, this building here.
Okay.
He turns into there. Outside are 2 city guards. They kind of stand up. He opens the door, walks in. They go to at ease.
Is there any discerning features on the building?
There is a wood carved sign above it that says the sail and bolts. And in the window, you can see all sort of like manners of. There's a 50% off sign. Below that, however, is a big sign that says closed.
I would just walk past the shop, looking like out the corner of my eye, seeing if I can notice anything about the shop or the guards.
The 2 guards stood there and they're just looking dead forward. They don't track anybody with their eyes. They don't look towards anybody. They are just stood resolute.
How big is the building?
It is a 1-story building. Typical Fable style.
So tiny, really.
Kinda, yeah. It's not massive.
The
What was
shop
it
is
called
this
again,
big.
sorry?
I fucking love that in Fable. You walk in and it's like, oh, this shop is fucking tiny.
Yep.
What was it called again? Sorry.
Sail and bolt. Sail and bolts. Sorry.
Are there any windows?
There's one on the front. The right-hand side of the building, if you were looking at it from the front, is the same road that you are on that then leads directly to the bridge. Looking around, you can see that there is kind of a little alleyway around the back. And then there's another building next to it, and then another alleyway on the left-hand side.
I am going to walk up to the guard. Oh, I'm going to loop around and kind of just lean into Sarkan and Yuki and go, trust me on something, okay? Yuki, I need you.
I'm going to go under the door.
As you get close to the door, that bubble is still poking out of it slightly.
I try to go around to see if I can sneak in through a window or something.
So, I'm going to ask Yuki to wait at the corner, like wait at the other side of the street opposite the building.
Explain your plan to me first.
You're going to be a manzo, if I need you to be a manzo.
No.
No?
No. I got a better idea. Perry, are any of the
God.
windows like curtains drawn? Are the windows curtains open? Sorry.
Nope, the window at the front is just a normal glass window. It has shutters on the outside that are open, wooden shutters. But other than that, it is a window.
Can we see inside there for anything?
Are you walking past, or are you actively going up to it?
I'm looking from about 30-ish foot away.
So from the other side of the street?
Yeah.
Perception check.
Ooh, 9.
I like that.
Glass is a little bit... It's not tempered well. It's a little bit frosty. You can't really see anything inside. There is light coming from it.
Okay. I'm going to put my... Oh.
Oh.
Ah! Thank you.
I
So,
thought it'd be easier if I show you.
yeah.
So I'm gonna place my hand on
Tell me to move that.
Jack's shoulder and just say, "You trust me instead."
Oh, God.
I cast a spell with a con save. Do you actively resist it, or do you
What is the
let it go
spell?
through? Vortex warp.
If you tell me what it is, yes. If you
You'd
tell me
feel that you'd feel you're about to get teleported.
then I would let it go. Yeah, I'd let it go through.
So I vortex warp Jack onto the other side of the window, and then I misty step there myself. 2 level 2 spell
Oh,
slots,
dear God.
and then instantly crouch
Why would you...
into stealth.
I'm going to be totally disorientated by that.
So
I'd still be holding your shoulder, so I'd pull you down with me.
Jack gets warped in.
I just imagine
No,
Sarth stuck to the
that's
wall,
Sarkin.
looking
I-
round, and then
I-
watching those 2 appear in front of him.
I will, seeing that, also Misty step in.
My plan was just going to be to talk our way in and let the guards open the doors.
Nah, we don't do that. We're magic.
I need everybody's full initiative.
That's
Oh,
for
fuck.
That's why.
Can I
Fuck's
stay as a
sake.
shadow on the wall and then roll when I feel like they're gonna die?
Oh wait, we're on.
Do we do this on D&D?
No, I need you to roll it.
Okay.
Do we do this on D&D or separate?
Yes,
On-
please.
Okay.
Because I
Oh,
now need to figure out how to
Well,
do
that
this one.
got a lot worse.
You have to manually enter it in the
That's the
initiative
exact
counter.
same.
It
It
was
doesn't automatically
13,
do
but
it.
it ended up as a nat 1.
I can add all tokens.
I do not. Oh.
You can, but you can't use D&D initiative like it does in the encounters. You have to manually enter it.
Ryan, fuck you.
You knew what the spell was going to do, and
Oh,
you
for
chose
sure.
to let it happen.
Ha! I rolled a 19 in real life as well. That's fucking fate.
I
I
got
rolled
a
a
nat
4 in real
1
life
on
as well.
D&D.
I'm on 18, Perry.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, because this is not doing what I want it to. Because I have it shrunk, it's like it's in the mobile version.
Yeah. Also, bearing in mind it is also 10 o'clock.
I know.
So reveal the shit. And then you can say, next time on D&D.
Mm-mm.
Reveal
Not
the
yet.
shit. And then
Ooh.
we have the big boss fight in half an hour.
I don't.
Okay, so Yuki, what was your initiative?
7.
It's in the log.
Yeah.
You can click the dice, the D6 in the bottom right corner next to the eye.
How? Oh, Perry, would you have let me roll to try and talk the guards into letting us in?
Yeah.
We would have walked in with no problems, guys.
I will stay above board. No, you wouldn't have.
Well, we'd have been able to walk through the main doors if they'd have opened the doors for us.
They're
I don't
not
think they would have
gonna
opened the
open the
doors
doors.
My minimum roll is 21 for persuasion. They could
Just
have.
because he lets you talk to them doesn't mean you can get in.
Just because you roll high in persuasion doesn't mean something will go against every instinct and fiber.
Soft is 23.
Rolling high
Saka.
doesn't mean you succeed.
Plus,
it would have
if
been-
this is a
Saka, did you roll 3?
Yes.
That was
Off
such a
rolled
telling off.
23.
I did get a 13, but then on D&D Beyond I got a nat 1.
Is a 7. And Jack.
50. Oh no, I rolled 15 to 18.
But depending, like, if he's a fake councilman, oh god, that's a lot of people.
Has that showed something?
If you don't want them to be on the initiative, hide them, Per. They're in different
7
rooms.
people
Oh.
came up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
we could have at least walked in prepared.
We wouldn't have walked in.
I think we would have been able to at least walk in.
No.
Okay.
Perry literally said no.
No, he said he could walk in. He just said
And
we
then
would
he
have
said, above board, you wouldn't have walked in.
No, he said with no problems.
No, I said you could have talked to them. You wouldn't have got anything out of it.
That's
Oh,
what he said.
Well, I said, because I said, would I have been able to talk him into letting us in? You went yes.
They-
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, we really...
Where the fuck was this bubble if he's not at the door?
they teleport in. That bubble's gone.
Peers through the window. You're on your own, dumbasses.
Not my plan.
Okay, so you just 3 of you bamf in. The guard next to you. What the stuff?
Do we get a
We'll start
surprise
with
round
you.
of combat? Because they
Can
would
I
not...
see a bubble anywhere in the room?
No, you cannot. Surprise
Why
round.
did we get surprise?
I see. The thing is, Jack, I feel like you're just as surprised as them.
Yeah, that's fair. I would be. The other two wouldn't, though.
I feel like the other two would be for like, haha, oh shit, there are people.
Yeah.
because no one waited.
Question.
I feel like
well,
it's an
well-
equal amount of surprise.
When we bamf him, do we still see him, or see him try and cast a spell or something?
Perry, I've just basically gone across the floor and stuck myself to the underneath of the counter.
Okay,
That's it.
So
that's your turn.
That's my turn.
do these guys look like silver guards? Silver guards.
So they look like regular city guards.
You want me to roll stealth in case they do try to look for me?
Yes.
Does he get advantage because he's a shadow?
No, because actually, James, you get disadvantage on this because you are crossing an open field in broad daylight that things aren't casting a shadow.
Cool, my nat 20 went to a dirty 20.
Okay.
The blue dice is so good for 20s and 1s, but
Guard D follows you and looks very perplexed. But now that the rest of you are in there, they all draw swords. You guys get up and are like, "Oh shit!" So yeah, I think everybody would be equally as surprised.
hit me.
Jack of Tails, it is your turn.
There's 7 and there's only 6 guards. Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna be like, so to be like, I surrender, but I'm not going to.
To action! We surrender! Not that one, you idiots!
We are vampires, and we are Nazis.
We are Nazis.
Oh no. Oh, James, I'm sorry.
What?
I might use Nathair's mischief.
Cool.
It will probably hit you.
I'm immune to damage other than psychic and radiant, so if it does damage...
Is it a concentration though?
No, it's just 3 hours.
Really? It's not a concentration.
No.
That's
Well, my detect magic is. But I also don't take any damage unless it's...
that's weird. Maybe it won't. Would make sense.
Oh, there we go.
We're back.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna be like, look, hands up, like, we're not here to cause trouble. This is completely a misunderstanding. Any reaction from any of the guards?
Show him the badge!
They look at you. They're all. So obviously, all this happens within 6 seconds, so it's kind of hard to gauge. They are going to attack.
Disembodied voice. Show him the badge!
I'm like, this is all a misunderstanding with Zidar's badge. Still look like they're going to attack?
F looks at you. Still looks the same.
Oh, fuck it. Can I get
Roll a perception check, actually.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
This isn't an action. This is just kind of as you're looking, trying to like you're kind of focused on guard
17.
F. 17. See a slight blue glow in his eyes.
Guys, they're possessed.
With
Nathair's...
detect magic, do I see anything else in the room?
All of them are kind of lighting up slightly.
I
Roll on the magic. I
I'd be
can't
like,
say anything more.
remember non-lethal, and then can I get a wisdom save from guard F, please?
Guard F, you certainly can, sir.
Not lethal. Kills them with the magic.
Non-lethal, dead. Ah.
I'll hide the bodies.
Wisdom save. This is a straight roll.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a 17.
Fuck you and everything you stand for.
I agree.
Was it Vicious Mockery?
No, it was Tasha. I don't have vicious mockery.
You do. You have one use.
I'm not using it.
No, true.
That was
You have
Tash-
landed with it though. The one time you used it,
That
you
was
did land.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Still takes half damage?
No, it doesn't because it's no damage. It's an
Oh, it's the one where
enchantment.
they...
Yep.
Anything else? Any bonus actions?
Shall bitch.
No.
Arkin gets it.
I'm gonna. Am I in attack range there?
Yeah, you would be.
Measured the 5. Boom.
You practically bamped in on him. Any closer, and you would have just got.
I'm gonna.
You'd have
take
been
the
in him
chance.
as you formed.
I'm gonna take the chance and just try and swap with Sarkhan.
Something like no.
Will you let me or not?
I'll let you go past. I'm not swapping with you.
Oh, okay. I will try to go past and put things in between me and enemies with swords.
Okay, because you were in melee range, he is going to take an opportunity attack against you.
Remember,
is
you
fine.
have got mage armor.
I know, 16 AC.
So,
He's
oh,
living up to-
never mind. He misses anyway. That's a 6.
Yeah, boy.
You just kind of whoop away, and he's like, misses.
Oh
Okay.
my
Will
God,
it
wait,
surprise? There's just a little
Wait,
slap.
Perry. Every time you get someone in mind control, you need to just be like, "Wallala."
Anything else you can do?
No.
Okay. Guard A's turn. Bursts through the door.
Oh, I'd be back to looking like a human as well because of disguise self dropping.
10, 15, 20.
Can you do the whole right click to nope? Good click?
What are you trying to do?
No, control click. I'm
He
seeing
is
if you can-
going to swap with guard
Yeah,
F.
you're going to do straight lines with the tape measure.
Because if you guys can do it, he can do it.
I'm
He's
going
gonna
to
take-
attack him then.
Yep, that's fine.
Awesome. I'm only going to punch him for the first one
Okay.
with lightning.
So I was expecting. I got a punch.
With lightning.
23.
23 hits.
Very, very funny.
Remember, non-lethal.
Are they wearing metal armor or is it like leather or what?
It's metal.
Oh, that's advantage then.
Rolls
Yeah,
a
it's
crit,
still
doesn't
23.
count.
9 lightning damage.
9 lightning
And
damage.
if
Nice.
if it does reduce him, it is non-lethal.
That's
Hey,
fair.
hey,
He
hey,
kind of, as he switches, he just kind of, he goes rigid all of a sudden. Comes out of it. The other guy swaps. As you tase him as he walks away, guard A takes a swing.
To clarify, only melee attacks can be non-lethal unless Perry says otherwise.
That is a 21.
Yeah, it hits.
Ryan, like,
This is why I stepped away.
yeah, it's up to you, Perry, if you want non-melees to be non-lethal.
I kind of view it as it's your magic, even though you can deal the damage because it's your magic and you're the one controlling it.
When,
Yes, you can pump in like 26 points of damage, but you can control whether you want it to like
Wait, so
be lethal or
you
not.
telling me power word kill I can make non-lethal?
No. Power word kill is power word kill.
It
I
doesn't do
think,
damage.
Power
think it's-
word slightly maim.
Our word unconscious.
Power
I think a
word,
good way
fuck
to
your memory
balance
for the
that
next
would
6
be,
hours.
to let us do an Arcana check to see if we can prevent their heads exploding. That'd be quite good. But when I hit him, Perry, did I see any kind of like flicker with the blue in his eyes or anything?
He was
No.
facing away from you, so no. So you will take 11 points of slashing damage.
I'm so glad I've
Yep.
got more than 23 HP now.
And
He's got
4
24.
points of necrotic.
Oh.
Oh, necrotic. I like
As
it.
he swipes, it kind of cuts through your armor slightly, almost like it's not even there. And it slices through you, and then there's this like splash of like black ichor that comes off of the wound and just decorates your armor slightly.
Decorates your armor.
It's like a paint splodge. That's all he can do. Guard B. Through the door. What the? Runs to that. And is going to dash and leap over the table. Acrobatics check for him.
That one.
Yep.
Bam!
Oh.
Dashes. His foot catches the table and he just on the floor in front of Jack. He is prone.
And I'm just going to be like, no, that's good comedy.
So he is just on the floor.
That's pretty easy for you, Jack.
Guard C.
And my rapier can do something now.
It's going to come round here. Guard D is going to be like, something moved across the floor. He is going to
I wouldn't
actively
advise that course of action.
kind of freaks out a little bit, but he is going to actively try and perceive. If you roll another stealth for me,
With
because you are now a
disadvantage.
shadow, not disadvantaged, straight.
But he spoke.
It's a kind of a disembodied voice. Actually, no, it would give you a. Yeah, with disadvantage.
I rolled 2 18s on the dice.
He rolled a nat 20.
Well, if you want to add modifiers, I've got a
I think he
20
finds you,
bad
James.
math, 26. I'm also immune to non.
Yeah, you're
was gonna
immune
say,
to
he
damage.
knows
You want him
something's
to
there.
find you.
He also doesn't know that you're immune, so he is going to stab at the
Like you said.
shadow,
I would not advise that course of action.
and he just kind of sword in the floor.
Please go. Ow!
Nothing happens. That's his
Life
action.
action. Wouldn't advise it.
D is going to. You watch him. He's got a sword and shield in his hand, and he sheathes the sword. As he does, he kind of flicks the shield onto his back. These guys are skilled. They are decent guards. He flicks with the other hand, whips out a short bow, and just straight at Sarkin.
Okay, after you saying that, after the guard B face parted, it's just
They're
Wait,
skilled. They're just unlucky
Terry,
sometimes.
Terry, there'd be all this stuff in the way, wouldn't it? Would that be half cover?
So that's a low table with some stuff on it that probably comes up to about, from normal floor, about this high.
Sarkhan's short. He's a short king.
Also, I will give you half cover.
2 AC for you, Sarkhan. You're welcome.
Yeah.
See, barding as barding should be by
Cool.
by persuading the DM, not the characters.
That is a 7. So that is going to miss. It just kind of embeds in one of the flower pots. The bags of flour, sorry, and the flour just kind
Great
of.
success.
Guard E is also going to do the same. Bow at Sarkin. You would not get cover for this one.
Ah.
He's got more of a line of sight on you.
jumps on the desk.
I'm not rolling these dice anymore. 16,
Hits.
even with your added mage armor.
Yeah, 15 with mage armor.
Ooh,
Good.
that-
17
that
with
half,
cover, but
half cover would have been so good for you right there.
yeah.
Yeah, that would have. So that is. Oh, they rolled the same again. So that is 11 piercing damage and 1 necrotic
Get necrotic even on a bow shot. Ooh.
as the arrow embeds into your shoulder.
Are we resistant to that as a damp fear, or am I resistant to that because of something else?
I am not resistant to it.
It's
That'll be
probably
your
'cause of my
warlock
warlock
type.
type then.
F is
It
going to
is.
push it through here. He is going to take a swing at Sarkin.
Leave me alone.
That is that ain't good. What is their modifier for their fucking swings? That's an 8.
Miss!
And then G, you see a door crash out there. And as he walks past E, who's just shot, he's like, he's safe. Kill this lot. And he is going to run round to about
He's
there.
safe.
Good luck with that.
Yuki?
I am going to enter my blade. Add my bonus AC, so don't.
It broke, Ryan. It's broke again. It's still broke.
Oh, we died again?
We double froze. There we
Yeah,
go.
we double froze.
Okay. So, do that again. What?
So I'm going to end my blade song, giving myself the bonus AC and the good stuff.
Do you have
And
it?
then I am going
Yeah,
to
stretch my back.
swing at guard A. Do I get any kind of plus on my to hit for this?
Winging it A?
Get your damage later on, don't you? Your int is added to your damage.
I am not sure about that.
Like
That
what for?
is so I'm doing Black Flame Blade for my first one, so that makes it another 15 on the dice, so another 23.
Is that just
It's.
green flame blade but flavored?
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, so for guard A, that is 6 foot 9, 15. So it's 9 slashing plus 6 necrotic.
Lethal or
And then-
non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. You hit him and he goes down like a sack of shit.
And then on F, that is what's 12
I love our
necrotic
staff's
damage.
just keeping him busy over there for us.
Was that 12 on damage or on hit?
Damage.
12 on damage.
Yes.
You hit him and you basically burst his nose. And blood just pisses out and he kind of staggers back slightly. He just manages to hold himself.
Awesome. I'm gonna stab him. No, I'm not gonna stab him again. It was a 1.
Okay.
Silvery barbs. Reroll that.
With
Oh,
Oh
silver
no, wait,
barbs,
it's
then you roll the lowest.
successful. Ignore that. I can't do that.
Waste a spell slot.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
That would be very mean.
Don't you also take the lowest to silver barbs?
No, it's
Whatever your
you
new roll
can
is.
choose which one to take. I believe.
You take the new
Oh,
roll.
you
No, it's
must
yeah.
reroll
It,
and use
it
the lower roll.
only works on a success that you can.
And they have
redo
to
it.
take the lower roll as well.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going to move over to here.
Okay. F will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
An 18?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No one blades.
I,
on it.
wa- I was so tempted to say you can certainly try, but I don't want to be cocky and then look stupid.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
So, Sarkhan, your turn.
Because he has swung, I'm going to move out of reach of guard F and like behind this thing as use it as some cover. And then I'm going.
Ignore that, because Guard F has already used his reaction. No, he hasn't. That wasn't. No, yeah, no, it's fine. Carol, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. First one into guard F.
Okay.
That is a lot. That is 26.
The hit.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't need to roll damage, but are you doing it lethally?
Non-lethal.
Okay. You smack him to the ground.
And then the second one,
Crash.
guard E, who also. Are we back?
We are
Yeah.
back.
You didn't crash at all.
I thought someone. So the second one at guard E, which is a 14 to hit,
That misses.
and that's my turn.
Okay. So Guard F is also down. Sorry, just marking these off on the thing. Okay. Saf.
Can I step out of my shadow, opening the bag of holding underneath him?
Oh my god.
That's fucking mean.
That is disgusting.
Can you use items while you're in that form?
It doesn't say I can't. This is why I'm saying as I step out of it.
Put a deck save to it personally.
What is your
Oh, now we've crashed.
let's look at that. What is your roll me do a dex check.
Dex is my second highest ability. 18. 14 plus 4.
Discord has gone incredibly laggy.
He got 18, 1 and an 8.
Everybody is really far behind. Josh, talk for me a sec.
Hi.
Okay, you're fine. Ryan, talk for me.
Hi.
James and Ryan are incredibly behind. Jack, talk for me.
Hello.
Yeah, it's only James and Ryan that are
I
like
should be
a
fine.
couple of seconds behind. No,
They were
Ryan snapped back in.
They're absolutely fine for me.
That is
Yeah,
really weird. James, I can hear you normally. You're just everything is really laggy. So
didn't
sorry,
know
was
what's
that
going
an 18?
Yeah, I got 1 and 8.
Oh god, he's doing it for me now.
He's doing it on
It's
purpose.
just doing it on
He's fucking
purpose.
doing it on
Like the
Oh,
old
you
kung
fucking-
fu movies.
Oh, you bastard! You fucking bastard!
I knew straight away.
Yeah.
It's the fact I'd moved my mouth, said some words, and then carried on moving my mouth.
Okay, so 18.
14,
I will
14.
allow you to put him in the bag of holding for that.
Oh,
No.
He's gonna get butt fucked by 4 Celestials.
And
So,
a quid.
5
him.
Celestials. 4
Oh,
Celestials and an undead Minotaur.
he's kind of off the
Oh,
map at the
do
moment.
that one meme.
Hmm.
I need to do that meme for Sarth.
I'll take that as my action.
Yeah, it would be.
And then I'm just going to walk up to Guard G.
Hug him.
Hug him.
No!
God,
No.
G just kind of sees his friend just disappear into a shadow.
Oh,
The
no.
man steps out and then becomes a shadow as I activate Form of Dread.
Okay.
I feel like they should have disadvantage on their fear saves now.
Boo.
Really? That's what you go with? Just boo.
He doesn't even react.
Ooh.
Anything else you can do?
No, just chuckle a bit. I've used my action and bonus action.
Jack of Tails.
Oh,
You have
So-
a face-planted guard in front of you.
I was going to say, are we doing the same thing we did for James's campaign, where if I give a good enough insult, you'll give me advantage, or did them disadvantage on the save?
sorry, that was my 10-page points.
Sorry, say that again.
If I give a good enough insult, I'll have disadvantage on the save. Or not?
Yes, but for these guys, no.
Okay, then I will use
Because
my
they're charmed,
bonus
right?
action to use unsettling words, which means for his next save, for guard B, it's a -1d8.
Okay. Remind me of that when it comes to it, if it comes to it.
I'm using it right now because I'm now going to use Vicious Mockery.
The charge that you've got from...
Yep, so I would like a wisdom save, please. Minus, and I roll the d8. Where is my d8s? There's my d8s. Oh, okay, I'm happy with that. What did he roll on his save?
11.
-5.
So 6.
And I'm still going to look at it and I go, oh my god, I've seen overweight trolls with more dignity and dexterity than that. It's pretty bad, isn't it?
He's gone.
Aw.
There we go. I
It
think
froze
James
with
caught up.
Perry going, for me.
I know, I just snipped it.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
What's the damage? Yeah, I did.
So that's 2d4 psychic. No, that's a d8. That's just mean. I wish.
Why is that damage? That's temporary hit points. I just realised what it says for Form of Dread.
Oh, good god, that's horrible. 4 psychic damage, but he does have disadvantage on his next attack.
Or psychic damage.
Yep.
Josh, is Vicious Mockery a D4?
Yes.
You'd be happy to know in new editions the D6.
Ooh.
Da-da!
So that is B.
Action. bonus action.
You is non-lethal. Oh,
Wait,
non-lethal.
that was enough to. Wow. It would be non-lethal, yes.
You cast it on
Basically,
him, and his head explodes.
I said non-lethal. What? Like, are we talking like full on, like just?
Think Mars attacks.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna turn to the others, covered in brain juice.
You
and-
are covered in blood.
I'm just gonna turn to the others and go, "Wow, Mom really was right when she said words hurt."
Sarkin, you also get a little bit of the splatter from that as well.
As a free action, can I use prestidigitation just to clean myself off?
Oh, were they possessed?
No.
I didn't think we were killing them, but if you insist.
Whoa, no, accidents happen. It was.
Anything else you can do?
No.
Does the viscera look like normal viscera? Or is it like.
It's normal brain and blood.
I'm afraid the one in the bag isn't going to live long.
And the Sarkin, you kind of look to your left. There's an eye just attached to the wall.
Ah,
Maybe I shouldn't use vicious mockery. What if it was
God
like
A,
I'd look
dead.
at my rapier like, what are you?
If you click on them in the encounter thing and make them bigger, you can remove them, Per.
I can. So God A is dead.
Oh look, it's my
No,
turn again,
God
guys.
A is out cold. God B is dead.
Sorry.
God C is currently in the bag of holding.
Nom 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 nom.
God D is going to shoot Sarkin in the back.
Do I get
Darken or
cover?
Natural
Sarkin?
20.
Silvery barbs.
You fucker.
Do I get cover because I was hiding behind this pot?
Shooting Sarth.
You said
Oh,
Sarkin.
you said
Did
so.
I? Sorry. So I was looking at Sarkin when I said it. Shooting Sarth.
Oh, it's still use silvery barbs, but wow.
That's an 18.
It's not an at 20. Oh, it misses.
Just hits.
Oh, just hits. But I will
I
give
thought you said misses.
I will give the advantage to Yuki.
Okay. Sarth, you will take
Put him up, homeboy.
8 points of piercing damage.
I take no necrotic in this form.
I feel like the necrotic should heal you in that form.
And it would be 3 points of necrotic. Are you immune to it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm immune to it in this form.
Cool.
So I have
that's fine.
resistance, and then I'm immune to it while I'm in this form.
Wonderful. Okay,
I
so
have
yeah,
2
you take
temporary hit points.
take 8 points of piercing. That is D's turn. E is going to shoot Yuki because he's been running a bit closer. That's another fucking natural 20.
Ah.
I don't have silvery barbs, Jack.
Silvery
You're up.
barbs.
You let us take this. We have
Serious? Seriously?
asked, Perry, we have
Well-
asked multiple times if you want us to swap out.
It's all right,
and every
Jack, it's
time-
your dice
Actually,
that's doing it.
no, I'm not in range.
It's 60
You're
foot,
not.
isn't it?
No.
It's 60 foot.
Oh, is it? I've got it as 30. Why have I got it as 30?
You are well within range.
Are we sure? Because mine says
Riley.
30 foot.
Mine says 60 foot.
Hold on. There was an easy way to tell this.
No,
You know,
it's 60. I
Well.
tell a lie. Silvery barbs.
Fuck you.
There is an easy way to tell. No, I lied.
Oh, it froze. Perry looks so unhappy. Did you roll? I can't. It's not zooming in.
It says crit.
Oh.
Because these say crit
You
or
guys
shit.
did something.
They've just rolled 2 crits in a row.
I rolled 2 nat 1s the last campaign. Last session.
Jack, who are
The
you giving the advantage,
advantage goes to Sarth.
to? Fair. Give it to yourself. You've got a turn before then.
So Yuki, you will take.
We tried, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't absorb elements anymore.
You take the exact same amount as what I did for you on a normal roll, so 10 points of piercing damage. And then 3, 4 points of necrotic.
Oh, nice. You did less damage to me that time.
Yeah. That's E's turn. F is unconscious.
Don't use psychic damage, guys. Their heads pop.
And G is going to swing at Sarth. 19, 20, 21, 22. 22?
Hits. I'm 17.
No, you're not. You're like 30.
I have 17. And I'm 29.
You're
12
nearly
points
30.
of 12 points of slashing damage and no necrotic.
Where is my... Been actually a long time since I've played as South. I'm just checking everything.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Combat-wise. Okay. Sorry, you said 10 points of damage?
12.
12. I almost healed 12.
Okay. Yuki, your turn. Doesn't update people's health in this one though, which is interesting.
With
Does on the
my
encounter though.
first attack, which I have advantage on, I'm going to Ray of Frost God E.
Okay.
Does Ryan sound a bit...
He did.
He did
Yeah.
lag you a little bit slightly then.
Dirty 20.
Oh, he's back.
Hits.
Like,
Oh, look, See what damage we can do. That is fucking piss poor. That is 4.
4. He looks a little bit chilly.
And I'm just gonna move forward, and I'm gonna slash God D across the.
Does that mean your
Wait,
psychic
Ryan, did you
damage
use-
is more?
Did you use advantage on your attack?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay, slash and guard D.
a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Mhm.
19 on the dice, by the way.
Nice.
That is what's 7 plus 3? 10. 10 slashing damage.
On guard D,
Yes.
you take a big gash out of him. Still standing.
I'm still standing.
Bonus.
Anything else you can do?
I'm looking. I don't know what bonus action spells I got. Nah, I'm not gonna waste a 3rd level spell
I
here.
know what I should have done.
Eldritch Blast, 1 at D, 1 at E.
Okay.
Uh,
D will be D. He is going to get cover.
Okay. D was 21.
It doesn't
E
matter.
was
He's
22.
both hit.
D is 6 points and E is 12.
Are they lethal or
Non-lethal.
non-lethal? Non-lethal. D it gets hit, backs into the wall, and just flops to the floor. So D goes down. And sorry, what was the other one you were attacking? E.
E for
How much?
12.
12. E does the same thing, but he kind of backflips over himself and cracks into the ground.
That's my turn.
So D is out for the count. And E also out for the count. Seth.
And I'll
You're
also
very
move up a little
unlucky.
bit. But
I'm gonna use Claws of Darkness.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the advantage.
Okay.
I needed it. The blue dice betrayed me. It was a
Good.
2. But the red one is a dirty 20.
That hits.
2d10 damage. You know what? I am going. It's a cantrip. It's level 5, so it gets 2. I am going to use my feat. When you deal damage to a creature, spend 1 cruelty die to deal extra damage to the creature equal to the roll. What is the cruelty dice? D6.
I read that earlier. It's quite interesting.
Critical roll 1. I'm like,
Mm.
I won't blow all of them just in case, actually.
Yeah, 1d6 is nice for Vicious Mockery.
That's a D8. Let's roll a D10.
Josh,
roll
even though we haven't gone over to the new rules yet, I will let you take that as a D6.
You sure?
Yeah. Considering you only have one use of it at the moment. We will go over to the new rules because I am slowly reading the book.
15.
And also, Vicious Mockery is a very low damage spell.
It is. No,
Oh,
a
oh.
D6 is fine.
I'm full of dread. I can roll this again and choose the higher damage roll.
You can indeed.
I think he's fucked either which way, James.
He is definitely. How much damage was that?
15 necrotic.
Oh, yeah. Lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal.
Wow!
I
Describe-
fed the guard to my skeletons.
Describe how you kill him.
My hands literally get wreathed in dark shadows, so it'll literally just be a claw. Ross's very being, almost.
You basically rend him asunder. He just kind of, and he does a Resident Evil with the laser grid, just sloths onto the floor. There's like a pool of blood now, kind of just filling
Takes up a
everything.
chunk.
I did say non-lethal.
nom nom nom. Says the person who
Right.
killed someone.
It was. I don't know why. It might have had something to do with the fact they were charmed.
Well, I don't care, to be fair. But
Well, fair enough. At least you're honest. Appreciate the honesty.
But to make it even, they seem to be under some kind of magical effect, maybe. So I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on that very effect.
Oh, you beat me to it. Okay.
I get 1 free use per long rest, so.
You
Is it a
cast it.
magical effect that I can dispel, Perry?
Okay. It's only on things that you can see, though, isn't it?
Choose 1 creature, object, or magical effect within 120 feet. Any spell the 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell the 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
And what level are you casting it at?
I can only cast it at 3.
At 3, doesn't do anything.
Don't even get my check.
Oh yeah, you can roll your check.
What's
Aha.
the DC?
Well, it can't be higher than 19. It's a 17.
17.
So it's a 7th level spell. It's dispelled. If not, run.
Perry.
Run.
It seems no magic.
Fuck. That's
Jack, if yours fails, I'm afraid I'm just going to. Because there's no chance of them being saved.
You're telling me that failed?
I'm telling you it failed. And I feel my
While-
delvage into magic.
While they're
is
doing
very
this,
high.
I'm looking through the door that other guard burst through when he said, "Oh, he got out," to check if the guy's in the back door.
Here's a question. As spellcasters in the world of D&D, are you aware of the spell levels as such?
As levels, no. You are view kind of. I view levels as kind of the power of them. So like, if you cast something and you put all your effort into it by having to roll like a check, like James just had to do, and it still doesn't work, you know that spell is fucking powerful.
Okay.
So above table, you'll know kind of what level it was roughly cast at. But character-wise,
It's one thing knowing the school, but it's a different thing knowing its level. You just know it's a very, very powerful. You know it's more powerful than you have.
it's better than
access to.
what you could do.
That's the point, Barry. What colour are they glowing? Or
Hey,
you can
what
change the
school of
school
magic?
if you don't want to think of a colour for it.
Whatever school charming would be under.
Enchantment.
That
is
one.
Usually described as purple.
So I would be talking Sarth, and I'd be like,
Okay.
well, I mean, if you've tried it, and how we talking like archmage level, or we talking more?
Well, I believe it's actually fairly stronger than the member of the 8 I slew.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even gonna. Don't take this the wrong way, Sarth. There's no point in me even trying it. You are a much more competent spellcaster than I am.
Put his hand on his shoulder. You might get lucky. Luck is a very important part.
I mean, if you say so, but and I'm gonna cast it at Dispel Magic at 3rd level because there's no point wasting a 4th level if I know it's higher than 7th.
Okay, roll your check.
While they were doing this, I'm checking that back room to see if the other guy's in there.
I would go over with Sarkhan.
Opens the door, gets murdered by the counselor. Yuki shuts the door.
So if my spellcasting modifier is a +5, I have to I add that onto whatever my check is, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perry, how does a nat 20 sound?
The guys that are in here,
The look came through.
you kind of, if one of you wants to like open up their eyes, you see that the blue kind of fades. The ones that are still alive.
Well, I
Even
guess
the eye that is attached to the wall, separate from that dude's body,
What?
fades.
I would be like, oh, geez. Okay, Sarth, if I ever don't listen to you again, remind me of this because you're not wrong.
like I said, luck is a very important part.
I'm
But
an
it
unlucky.
does seem I've been deprived of a few extra bodies.
I mean, I'd look around and just go, if you want to kill one, I'm not going to complain.
You just complained that I killed 2.
Yeah, that was before. If you want to just before you did me this favor, but like, wait till our backs are turned. I won't tell the others. And I just give him a wink.
I go in.
So I'm actually in disbelief for a change.
Jack is very much. You've done him a good turn. He'll do you a good turn and give you a body.
Not gonna be any bodies when you turn around.
But, and I'm going to do this to you all because cliffhanger,
Oh, you prick!
we'll end it there.
I knew he was going to do that.
'Cause
Boss.
I do have work in the morning.
Bitch.
Well, it's
But what I would like to do is if we do have time, maybe during over the next sort of 2 weeks when we've got an evening free.
Yeah.
Trying to find daytime because we've got videos that we can upload in the meantime to keep people kind of on the channel. Which, by the way, we have 29 subscribers. We're 1 off 30,
Nice.
which is good. If we start making some shorts and stuff like that, we might get some more.
If 29
Alright.
people walked into my house and sat down and watched D&D, I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Also,
the way to
some of
look
the
at it.
videos have got like our story so far videos got like 50 views.
Yeah, it's got it's the most one on the channel so far,
It
which
is.
is really good.
I need to just try and log back in because it logged me out of everything.
I remember the password he wrote in a document.
Got it
Yeah, I do.
saved as well. I mean,
Yeah,
what?
it was our other. It was the other name that we could have gone with.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
Don't say it out loud.
thank you all ever so much for watching.
I don't have it. Fuck, never mind.
We will see you at some point soon. Hopefully, we'll get another session in. But thank you guys for a great session, and we will see everybody in a few weeks' time. Nighty night.
Bye.
Good night, all.
Julio.